all the way up and down. But there is a field on that end that's grass, and then there's part that's dirt, so that the pilots can take off and practice taking off and landing on concrete or on grass or on dirt. Because overseas sometimes they will have grass. In fact, most of the time it's a grass airfield overseas. So they learn how to fly on those different kinds of ground. There's the airstrip down there. It has trees on both sides, so they can, with our bush plane, they can practice taking off and landing without hitting the trees. And then there's a fence to miss too. And so they have all those different kinds of practice. We also have several airstrips up in the mountains by Asheville, North Carolina, where they can practice flying in the mountains. And that's kind of a special, that has special problems to fly in the mountains because sometimes they're very high. And they have one skill that they learn. If you have a translator who's down in a deep valley and there's high mountains on each side, and you take off the plane like this, you're going to hit the mountain. So they practice taking off with the bush plane that can do this. They take off and then they go up in a spiral, like round and round, and then at the top of the mountain they go straight. And then they have to land the same way, come in and then come down like that, and then land.
And how long takes the fly? The fly, how long takes? Like 30 minutes, 1 hour?
Well, it depends. You mean to take the translators out? It depends on where they're stationed. Most of the time, I would say it's like a half an hour to an hour, depending on where. When we worked in the Philippines, we worked. Well, they have a center on Luzon, which is the top island, and then there's Mindanao, which is the next one. Oh no, sorry, that's Cebu, and then the bottom one is Mindanao. Partway with the Jaars-Bible, about an hour and 15 minutes, and then the rest of the way we used Philippine Airlines. So you can do it different ways. But we worked in a town, and if you work in a small village, well then you need to use the planes all the way. So yeah, but I think most of them would be like half an hour to an hour flight. It would take like a week to get there on the ground. But,